Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. As promised, I am back. Alright, second box. And this is going to be a mixture, a box of mixture laces and trims and yes, laces and trims. So with no further ado, I'll go through it. It's another big pile. I don't have the box set because the post office is not open on Sunday. So I'm going to pop into the post office tomorrow, put it all in the same sort of medium-sized box where the post is about $12. And it'll be jam-packed. So, and of course, just like in that last box of fabrics, I'm going to put in a little like a little handbag journal. And because it's laces and trims, I thought, well, this would lend itself quite nicely. It's a lovely fabric coloured cover. It's got an envelope, a mixture of pages, and a pocket in the back. And I do believe a pocket as well, because you've got a little note in here that used to be a diary, and that was 1992. There you go. This diary had beautiful pictures in it, and I found this in an op shop a couple of years ago. So, but I've used it, just about used it all up. And you've got a little envelope pocket in there. So, you know, it's pretty black, like it's plain, just like the other one. Just, you know, for you to fill up. And the signature is, I think, stitched in the sewing machine. Yes. Okay. So yeah, and it's really flat, so it'll fit in your handbag quite nicely. So that's going to be included in the box. So I'll do the crochet trims and all the lace afterwards. So I've got three sort of bundles here. The first one is, and I've just wrapped this beautiful trim around, as you can see. Yes, it's really, really pretty. And you can cut that out in sections. You know, you could make a pocket in the journal that goes right across, and you've got a pocket. You can use it for the front cover. But yeah, so you have about a metre of that. Okay, I'm just measuring. Yes, a good metre of that. Where's my tape measure? All the fabric pieces are quite large. Yes, just a tad over a metre. Okay, so that's going to be included, and I've just popped that in there so that when I do put it aside, I can wrap it back up again. So this is just a selection of beautiful sheer curtains, and there's going to be a couple in here that are very vintagey, but you know, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And the pieces, they vary in sizes. Like this one is 20 inches, so you know, you'll get quite a lot out of it in your project. I'll just pop that in there so I know how to. And here is another curtain that was in the way when I did some fabric dyeing, but that's okay. You've got some blues and purples, and that's just a pretty ordinary curtain, mesh curtain, but it's got a lovely little pattern, and it'd be great to cover something with. And this is pretty as well. Again, this one is just over 20 inches long, and they're quite wide. I'll just show you the depth. It's about 10 inches wide. So I'm just happy to be able to share these because I have so many of these. And this is a beautiful curtain as well. I've used this in a lot of my shabby chic project in the early days before junk journaling. And I even went to the extent of actually cutting around a scalloped edge and used the scalloped edge as a trim. And here's another one. This is beautiful. I've used this time and time again just by using the end just the edging here. I have fussy cut out some of these flowers on various parts as well, and I think this is the only piece that I've got left now. And this one here, isn't that cute? Just love this one. What I've done with this one, it was a fairly long curtain as well, and I actually took the inside out, and that was part of the frame of I think I did it on a shabby chic wall hanger. I think I use this because this is too big for a journal, unless you want to put it in and you've got, you know, like a little fabric flap. Another one. These are just gorgeous. I think this is just an A4 size, this one. It's beautiful. Now this is a very, very vintage old curtain. I was lucky enough to get hold of this be about nearly 3 years ago, and about 5 meters of them. They were all curtains, and it was at the time when we bought this house, and I've made curtains for the kitchen and for some of the rooms, and that's how much I had left. And it's got all these little bows, and it's a beautiful cream color. So you're getting quite a few pieces of this because I have heaps. And this one is 21 inches by about 12 inches wide. So that's one piece. And this is another piece. It's a bit small. It's about an A4, and this got coffee dyed, so you can see the coffee in there. And I'd undone the hem here, so you can see where the hemline was. And some more here, very sheer. So, you know, if you were to make something, you can cover that with this, and you still have the underneath coming through. But, you know, these will make great, you know, for clusters as well. I think this is the same piece, yes. So you're getting 2 pieces of that. This is a different curtain again. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of these are actually, this one and this one are the ones that I use here in the house that I bought. So these are fairly new. I bought these last year to do our windows with, and this one as well, because my husband didn't want flowers on these curtains. He wanted just something plain, so that's what he got. I've got some left over. This is an organza. It was a little organza curtain. I think it was for the bathroom, and I used this as well quite a bit. And I think that is that double, no, single. So that's very pretty. It's about an A4, a bit bigger than A4, and it's about 7.5 inches wide. And here's part of a runner. You've got half a runner here. You would have had a full one, but I used half of it. And this is gorgeous to put in a cluster. You can fussy cut all these out if you wish. You can use the scalloped edge, so you know, lots to play with. So that's that little pile. So I'm just going to turn these around, seeing I've done it, and I'm just going to wrap these up. So that's the little curtain pile. Then we get to some coloured lace. We start with this one. This is gorgeous. This is great for pockets in a journal or for a flip page, you know, because it's not that it's wide. It's about, let's see, about 6.5 inches wide. So, you know, that would make a really nice pocket. Very pretty, very delicate, and very soft. And it's about, you get about 23, 24, 25 inches of that. I'm just going to leave that here because I'm going to use that to wrap up. This is gorgeous. This was of a tablecloth, and I used a lot of it now. I think I've only got a couple little bits and pieces left in my scrap box, and I used to fussy cut these out. Okay, so, and even right to the extent of fussy cutting the little flower out. So you're getting 4 pieces of that. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit of a little stretch lace. It's a, I think you can call it like a cornflower blue. absolutely gorgeous, and you're getting quite a bit of this. You've got 2 pieces, got a little square there and a square there, and they measure about 14 inch by 11. Very, very beautiful, very, very soft. They're all very soft. This is a curtain trim, and I took the rest off because it had a lot of holes in it, but I kept the bottom part. And you know, it's a lovely trim to use in the bottom of a journal if you wish. And on some occasions I've even just cut the center out, just fussy cut the center out, so I just had the edge of flowers. And you're getting 2 pieces, that's 20 inches. Then you have another piece of the same, 21 inches, so about 42 inches all up. Here you've got a beautiful trim here. Okay. Again, I love this mesh, and some of these come up really good coffee dyed. And this one is quite long, so I'm just going to fold this to see what I've got here. I'm not going to worry about my tape measure. I use my... So 44 inches. Then you have this beautiful, beautiful, really sheer, it's got baby pink and baby blues and yellows. I've used that throughout some of my journals as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's quite a big piece. You've got 10 with a little scrap on the end, which I'll just take off. By, let me have a look, I'll just quickly measure it so that you know. 30 inches long. Okay. Here, this was a scarf, and it was white, and I used different colors of fabric colors. Actually, the tie-dye colors that you can buy. And yeah, so it actually has the fringe on it still. So what I use the other half with, I still have a little bit left. You can actually cut that fringe off and use it separately. So that is about 16 inches, and it's about 8 inches wide. This is pretty too. I think I used this in one of the fairy journals, I can't remember. Just a little square. It was that colour. Just some white lace. Isn't this gorgeous? So soft, so soft. I can't remember what this was from. May have been a curtain or a dress or something. I can't remember. Like I said, a lot of these I've had for quite a while. This is very, very old piece of lace fabric. Look at how that's made. I use this in a couple of my grunge journals and some of my shabby chic. This is absolutely gorgeous. 11 inches by 12 inches. You know, these are all sort of approximate, but you're getting a good supply there. This is like a peachy apricot fabric. Okay. Again, 14 inches by 11. So you can do lots with these. This is absolutely gorgeous. I can't remember the name of this fabric, but I use some of these flowers here as well, so you can fussy cut them out and use them. Now you have 2 pieces of those, so they're about 17 inches by 11, and you can see the hem is still there. And again, all these have been washed. And another piece. It's a little bit of an odd shape here. Oops, wrong way around. But it's really, really soft. You won't be disappointed. About 17 inches to 9 inches wide. So lots of yumminess. So that's that. So I'll just tie this up. So I know that that's done. And then we get to the fabrics that you can use, cut out the appliques out of, okay? This is absolutely gorgeous. You know, you can cut this out, you can cut this out. You can use this whole piece here. It's, you know, you can just cut this little piece out. You use it for clusters and collage, fabric collage. It's, you know, lots of ways to use it. Oh, here's a little bit of lace. I don't know what that's doing. It should be going in the other pile. Very sheer. I might put that in the other pile right here. This one I've had for about 3 years. I'm closely getting to the end of it. And I actually have some coffee dyed and it comes out beautiful. Again, you can cut all these out. Okay. All these out, all individually. Little ones. It's amazing when you want to frame a picture. You can use some of these, which I have done. Or this. And you've got another flower here. And another little flower there. So you're getting quite a bit in just this little piece here. Here's another piece. This is beautiful. You can take the edge off this one, okay? Just use the edge. You've actually got 2 lots there, because by the time you cut along here so that you get the little baubles there, then you have another trim just here and you do the same thing. So you've got about 2, 3, 4 rows, and then you're getting some big like doily like pieces and little ones, and then you've got all this beautiful mesh, and also you're going to have this little trim in here. I've taken the other side apart and I've used most of it, so you know this is quite a big piece, and this is 16 inches by 14 inches. And this is a great one for Christmas. I think they're, I can't remember those flowers, those red flowers that you have at Christmas time. But yeah, you can cut all these out individually. What I've done in the past is I use it as a base, and then I put a shabby chic flower on top, and then you've got all these petals sort of flowing out, and that's how I've used it. And here's another one. The same one, same piece. Okay. This is one of my favourite ones. Another favourite one. You can cut all these out individually. So you're getting quite a few. And in some cases I've even just taken the middle out and just used that. Like if I wanted to put something in the middle, I would cut that out, because you don't see it, because you're going to cover up with something else, and then that I can use for another project. And at other times I might just need half a flower when I do a collage of fabrics or a fabric cluster, and I cut this out and put whatever I want to put on top, and then use this in another project. So this is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, there's quite a few there. You've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 11 whole ones with a couple of half ones thrown in. Here's another super duper one. Love this one. This one I've used quite a bit by cutting out, you know, just the petals and then tucking them under something else, and even these little ones, okay? Or you can just cut this out and then have your picture in the middle, and this here will frame the picture. Or you can put it upside down, whichever way you want to do it. Okay, just like that. Okay, beautiful. And then when I cut the edge off, if I just wanted to use this, I'll use that edge for something else as well. And then you've got this pretty mesh again. So this is a beautiful piece. This is 22 inches by about 12, so you get quite a bit out of this one. Another one of my favourites. Look at what you can fussy cut out of these. Isn't this just super? How cool are they to frame a picture and a journal? Okay, So beautiful. And then you've got a little bit of a trim that you can actually cut out as well, or just have the sections. So lots of possibilities. And this one is, as you can see, that was part of a skirt. About 16. No, that side is 13 and one end is 10. And over time I bought a lot when I was really heavily into shabby chic. Actually I might show you what I've done later on. So and then I have a yellow piece, and this is really pretty. Look at this. Look at the potential in this. You've got the big flower, the little flower, and you've got the leaf, but then you can have the trim as well. Okay, so lots of potential. Love it. Very soft. It's about 15 by about 12, so you're getting quite a bit of that. Okay, so that's those ones done now, and I'll see if I can put this all back nicely. Like I said, I'll get the box from the post office tomorrow because I only end up getting one box. Okay, and then we're going to get a bag of laces. Okay, I've put the amount on each piece. I'll go through it. Beautiful. This is a two-way one, so you cut it in the middle, so you're getting 2.75 meters times 2. Okay, so you can get like what's that, over 5 meters of lace by the time you cut this in the middle, or you can just, you know, have a double one, but these are meant to be cut in the middle, so you've got 2 lots, and that's white. And a lot of the laces are light because then you can color them yourself. Here's another one that you can cut in half if you wish. 2 meters by 2, that's what that means. So if you're using just one side, you'll end up with 4 meters. If you're using both, which I think, you know, will look really good in a little ruffle, page ruffle, fabric ruffle, 2 meters. So I've been really generous with a lot of these laces. My drawer is just overflowing. A pretty yellow, and so dainty with the dainty little flowers in there. This comes up really good if you coffee dye it. I've tried it. 2.5 meters. This is a very vintage, old, very pale, like an eggshell blue. I have got so much of it, so I've put in 5 meters of that. This is, it looks stretched, but it's not. It's got a piece of gathered ribbon in the middle. Satin ribbon by the look of it, 1 meter. This is a cutie. All the hearts, little trim. You have 8 meters of that. It's just adorable. Here's some eyelet trim, gathered eyelet trim. Comes up great when it's coffee dyed, 2.5 meters. Here's another vintage trim. So these two are very vintagey. This is like a what do you call that? When it's off-white, can't remember now. Yes, so it's absolutely, I've used this so many times, and I still have lots. So I've been able to share with 5, you know, put 5 meters. So they are very vintage ones, these two. Some baby blue, little gathered. This is actually a little double lace trim. Okay, and you have 1.75 meters. Then you have this little multicolored. It's got really pastel colors in there, blues, the yellows, and the pinks. 1.75 meters. Put that on this side. Another dainty little white trim, lace trim. Okay, and you have 1.75 meters for that one. And then this one is 1 meter, and it's an apricot trim, so ideal for a pocket in your journal, or anything you want to cover really, or even just a fabric flip. Okay, so you've got 1 meter of that, and that is about just under 5 inches wide. Okay, And then you've got this, it's like a lime green, but I have used it, I think, in one of my boho journals. It's really pretty. That's how I bought it, meters and meters of it. Great for a pocket. Okay, so this is a overlock edge. They've overlocked this edge. Must have been a curtain or something. It's like a nylon, but it'd be great for a boho journal, for a pocket or a page flip. And here you have 3 meters of that, and that is, I'll just give you the width, about 4.5 inches. Okay, so they're all the lace trims plus the 2 very vintagey ones. I won't put them in the bag because I think I have to get a bigger bag, otherwise it's going to wreck it. And of course, you know, one of my decoupaged bags from the contact paper that you cover books with. And I'm sewing them together with the shiny side inside, and then I decoupage them. And here you've got some doily trims. Here you have a really lovely big doily that you can chop up to your heart's content. Okay, nice big round one. I think it's about 12 inches. And then you have a smaller one. Okay, and then a couple of cut out doilies, round circles from various projects, and a couple of little round ones. They come up really good when they're coffee dyed. And then you have some of the crochet trims from around the doilies, or linen napkins. Okay, so these are all cut. Still got the threads on it, but that's okay. But how dainty are they? How dainty, wouldn't that make a nice little edge around a picture on a journal? So, you know, some of these are quite, I'll just give you the measurement. This is 22, so it's 44 inches, that one. I'll just quickly measure this one. I think they're about the same. 21, so that's 42 on that one. This one was cut off. I've got a few of these from Doilys. They were on either side, and I really like that fringe, like for a grunge look or something. But you know, you can use them for you know, scrap clusters too. So, and that's about 20 there, about 29 inches on that one. Here's another little dainty little edging from a doily or a napkin, I think, a serviette napkin. And this is dainty too. This is really pretty. Okay, great edging for around a photo. This one is 44 inches. Last but not least, you've got a cut out. This was a doily, I think, an oval doily it was, yes. And but you've got the pretty edging on it. Isn't that gorgeous? And you get a little doily in there. So yes, that'll make my load a little bit easier and a bit lighter. I won't put that back in there. So this is going to be my mixed lace box, and I'll be listing that in my Etsy store. Oh, I forgot a piece tonight. There you go, that's from a curtain. Okay, I might put that where it's supposed to go. Must have snuck out, I reckon. And I shall put that here where the curtains are. Okay. And of course, I might put some extra bits in as well. I'll keep that as a surprise for you. So I hope you're all well. I'm just going to grab a cold water. Oh, and the little journal. So good night from me, and a lot of my international friends are probably getting up now, or are out and about. I'm going to probably have a late night. I've got a couple of little projects I want to do, and hopefully I can do a live. We'll be going away this week for about 4 days, middle of the week, but I'll keep you posted on that one. So until next time, you know what you've got to do. I know what I've got to do. And you just keep crafting. Thanks for supporting my channel, by the way. And also, welcome to my new subscribers. I keep forgetting to say that. And I hope you find my videos inspiring, especially on the recycle part of things. Because there's a lot of things that we can use that we're not aware of that we can use. So, oh, look what I found. Just a little crochet trim, 1 meter. Yes, so, you know, we like recycling. And sometimes I've actually got to the stage where I actually bought myself, shattered myself, 2 distress oxide inks. And they're going to last me for yonks. Because I couldn't find the right colour brown chalk. And I still use my various makeups. As you all know, when Op Shop has these, I grab them, you know, 20 cents. They make, I distress the pages with that as well. And yes, so thanks for watching. I'm going to leave the link to my Etsy store below in the description box. So like I said, the postage of this will be about $12. And international would be just too much because it'll weigh too much. Righto then, I'll stop gas bagging and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.